What's up, guys, and welcome back to a new tutorial. This tutorial is part 4 of my pen shooter tutorial series, and I'm really excited because this tutorial I'm going to show how to draw, how to make the bullets draw. I haven't made a coding tutorial this is like 2 weeks, so I'm excited. So here we go. So let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to want to do is go over to the tick. So find the tick message. So when I receive tick, then what we're going to do is make a new custom block and call it draw bullets. Then we're going to say run without screen refresh, and we're going to click OK, and we can put that right before the player, and actually before the player weapon. So they're going to be behind all that. Then in the draw bullets, what we're going to do is we're going to set bullet ID. So that's going to be a new variable that we're going to make for this sprite only. Actually, we can just call it I for short for this sprite only, for ID, and then we're going to set I to 1. Then we're going to do a repeat, and then we're going to do length of bullet, bullet X. It doesn't matter, I don't think, really. I mean, some lists might matter, but for now, bullet X, just do that. So repeat length of bullet X, we're going to say if, and then we're going to say item, clone ID, get the item of, so item, and then I of bullet clone ID. And then what did we say for dead? So let's actually do item I of bullet dead equals 0. And then we're also going to put another if, and we're going to say if the bullet on screen equals, did we say true or false? I think I'm going to say true, I think. Is that what it was? I think so. It's been a long time since I've looked at this project, so I might have to go back and look at some of those things. Anyways, so bullet on screen is true, and the bullet's not dead. Then what we're going to do, and we're also going to say then if game over is equal to 0. So we're not going to draw the bullets if the game is over. Then we're going to say if else, and then the bullet type. Game over. Okay. This one, and then we're gonna. Okay. Sorry. Bullet on screen equals true, and I'm trying to just duplicate this, and we're gonna say if the bullet type equals 1 for now, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna first go to, go to, and then item of bullet X and bullet Y, and then what we're gonna do is say minus, and then minus, and we're gonna say minus scroll X and scroll Y. So just drag those in. Then what we're going to do is, before that, we're also going to say pen up, and then we're going to say set pen size to maybe the item. I'll try item of bullet size, and this is the part where you just have to fiddle around with it. So in the clone setup, I'm actually going to set the ghost to 0. Yeah, okay, it was already doing that. Okay, so it's like that. Let's go to item I of bullet size, and let's see if that's too big. And we can do pen down and then pen up. Is that the right size? Let's try setting the ghost to 100 again. So why isn't it drawing all of them? Oh, I know why it's not drawing all of them. we also forgot to change the I variable by 1 right here. So now let's try it. And it's the right size. So now that this is the right size, we're gonna actually set a color. So let's set the pen color to be, well, I guess I'm gonna have red bullets, I think. So I'm gonna use this same dark red here. So to red. And then I'm gonna just duplicate all of this. And then I'm gonna do size divided by maybe 1.3. And we can put that in there. And then I'm gonna change the color to just be a little bit brighter. So there we have those bullets. But as you can see, we're like as fast as the bullets. So maybe the player is going a little too fast. So again, I mean, you can fiddle around with all of these values. So I'm gonna change, where is that? The player speed somewhere. Yeah, player speed we can upgrade, so I'm actually gonna take that out here. And I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna change the player speed to be like 0.7 maybe. Just so that it's not so fast as the bullets. So as you can see, it's kind of lagging right now. I think that's just because of my computer is just lagging right now. But yeah. And I was noticing that the player movement was a little blocky. And so I tried changing the movement method again. It didn't work, so I'm actually gonna change it back. Cause I don't know. Actually, it might have been better. Let me see that again. Sorry. I was changing it back to the original method because I was just going to try it just to see. That actually looks more smooth. So I'm actually gonna change it back to this. But if you liked it the other way, you can keep it. And I also changed this round. I put the round in and then I did the divided. So I just changed that because to try to make the movement a little smoother. The grid is still kind of blocky when you move diagonally, but it's not going to be perfect. It's okay. It might work better on Turbo Warp anyways, so yeah. And so now we have these bullets, which still aren't very fast. I'm going to actually make them just a bit faster, I guess. So where's the bullet speed? I think it's here. Again, I don't remember where everything is because I haven't looked at this in a while. So yeah, but it's probably, yeah, nope, it's not there. So it's in the bullets. Is there a 1.5 plate? Okay, there is. So I'm gonna set the bullet speed to like 7. Oops, okay. Okay, maybe not 7, I'm gonna try 6. Okay, so there, I'm gonna set the bullet range to something just a little smaller now because now it goes so far. Okay, that's better. So yeah, then I guess I will add an effect here. So it will fade away, or I could actually add knockback. So I think I'm actually going to add a knockback effect. I don't think I'll add it so the player actually moves back in this episode, but I'm going to try to make it so then the player weapon will like go back. So let's put an if else in here, and then knockback equals 0. So let's make a new variable called knockback, and we can do for all sprites. And then of course what we're gonna do is when I receive reset, and when we reset the player, we're going to set the knockback to 0. So knockback 0. Then, so where's knockback variable? Knockback equals 0. And then else, we're going to drag this down here and do the same thing, except we're going to change this to be 14 steps, 14 steps, and 2 steps. And then what we're going to do is when we have the space key pressed, so when we shoot, we're going to broadcast a message called knockback. So knockback. And then in the pen, we're going to say when I receive knockback. So when I receive knockback, then we are going to set the knockback variable to be 1. Well, actually, we're going to set it to 0, and then we're going to set it to 1. So if it was already 1, we're just going to set it back to 0, and then we're going to set it to 1. So, and then we're going to wait maybe 0.2 seconds, and then set it back to 0. Now you have some knockback when you shoot. And what we can also do is add that maybe effect where you move back a bit. So we can make it so then change. And if this doesn't work, then I'll work it out in a different video. But we can just try it. We can do a change player X and change player Y. And then we can say by, let's see, let's go into the bullets and look at this. And then we can drag this in here. And instead of bullet speed, we can do movement speed. So player speed. And put this in here. And then duplicate this. And put this as sign, and we can say -90, so the opposite, and then we can do player speed like half of player speed, so divided by like 2. Let's see if that's good. So put this in here. It's just barely moving, I can see it. So let's actually say times 2. And you can still just only barely see it. So I'm going to say times 10 maybe. Ooh, but see, it's not smooth. So let's change this to change XV and YV. And then repeat like 10 and then set XV and YV. So actually here we can just duplicate. Where's the player movement? Well, actually, is it setting the XV? It's changing XV? Maybe. Let me go back to the knockback, sorry. Let's try. There, and then there's like friction when you move back, so try to go forward when you're shooting. Can't go that fast. And then you go backwards. So there. Now we have our knockback. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the bullets and we're going to add that one effect that I was going to show how to add. So yeah, let's go into the bullets. Like, okay, we're already in the bullets. Yeah. So we have this one I started as a clone here to do all this, and then also we should probably just go ahead and add in this right here that it's gonna say if the bullet type is 1 for now. Like, well, actually, no, I don't think we're gonna have different types in this sprite. We're gonna have enemy bullets, but I don't think we're gonna have different tanks because that would be a lot of stuff to add. So actually just leave it like this. And then what we're gonna do is yeah, so then, and then it does this, but we can actually change this. So before it sets it to dead, we're going to set all of this. So change this, and then we need some XV and YV. So it's actually, so we're gonna say repeat 10, and then we need XV for this sprite only, YV for this sprite only, and we need a new list called bullet transparency. I don't know if I spelled that right. Okay, I think I did. Then we're gonna say okay. So first thing we're gonna do, put this on the bottom, and we're gonna do this in the repeat, and then we're gonna say set variable, and then we're gonna do XV and YV to this, and then we're gonna, in this repeat, we're gonna say change the bullet X and the bullet Y. So change the bullet X and bullet Y by XV and YV. And then we're gonna, before that, we're gonna set the XV and YV to themselves times 0.9. So do that. So get, yeah, times 0.9, and so yeah, grabbing the XV, whoops, okay, XV and YV, and then what we're also going to do is we're going to go to the reset and add in this delete, because we have to delete the transparency, and we're going to go over to when it makes a new bullet, wherever that is. Oh, it's right here. And we're going to add 0 to bullet transparency. And we're going to go in here then and say replace item and then clone ID of bullet transparency with item clone ID of bullet transparency. So clone ID of bullet transparency, and then plus 10. And let's clean up the blocks. So then we're gonna say and then we're gonna go into the pen, and we're gonna find the thing where we draw the bullets. So where are we drawing the bullets? We're gonna go here, and then, so let's actually just change this to an if. I don't think we're gonna have any other bullet types, but we'll just have this and this if just for now, I guess. And then we'll say before this, we're gonna set the pen transparency, well actually after each one of these set pen colors, we're gonna set the pen transparency to the item of bullet transparency, and then put that also under this color. Now let's see, I think we must, oh, we set the, yeah, transparency to this. Oh, bullet size. I forgot. We have to change that to bullet transparency. So now it'll fade out. So there. And whoa, it can shoot really fast. So let's just change the reload speed here. So let's get, where's the reload? Where are we setting that? We're probably setting it in here somewhere. I'll just find the one flag clicked. Yeah, we're setting the reload to 0.35. Let's set that to like 0.5. So, okay, I think, yeah, I have to click the flag again. So there, and now we have the bullets and the knockback and the effect, and so that is going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So, bye.